Alrighty, y'all. After a very eventful evening into early morning, we're still getting these little squall lines of storms here up and down the East Coast, and they're nothing too bad. Maybe a possible tornado or two here, but I wouldn't count on it. Just these lines of storms here, so nothing too tremendous. But definitely last night was an eventful evening for people in like Grand Rapids here and then Chicago. Definitely something very interesting I saw last night here. You check my Twitter at Andrew KE8WSZ. You can definitely see all my tweets about it. And, I always do live coverage if I can. But that's not our main concern today. So the Weather Prediction Center has issued an 80 to 100% above average temperature lookout here for parts of New England and the Great Lakes down here to the East Coast. We saw this yesterday where it was 70 degrees out, and today we have snow on the ground. We almost have like an inch or two of snow. So that's very jarring to say the least. And I have no school today, which is equally as crazy because of the ice accumulation. But here on the metagram here, so this is tomorrow. We can see highs of 35 and lows of 17. But as we go throughout, the weekend here into next week, and see we have these really jarring temperatures compared to today and tomorrow. Like right now, it is 16 degrees. Now that's a absolutely massive temperature increase, and it's going to drop down back to 46. Then it's going to continue to just rise and fall here going into late weeks at the 6th through the 10th of next month. But if you look here at the temperature anomaly, we can see, this is the warmth we had, and then it's just kind of dying out, and you can see this back end of the system immediately is being replaced with all this more cold air, from Canada, and all this warm air is just being pushed up there and just being just pushed back into the Atlantic there. And you can see that the cold front here is just being bringing all this rain and thunderstorms to those areas. And we can look further into the month here, and we can see this giant splurge of just warmthness, and we're gonna see that just kind of move into Canada, into here, Michigan, and the East Coast. Pretty much almost all the U.S. is gonna be hit with this warmthness that we can see here. Now you can see here all this warmthness from a couple hours ago. As of recording, it's all right there, and we're gonna see this this cold front here just kind of move across the East Coast and the Ohio Valley, and it's gonna get pushed into the Atlantic here. And if we look further into the month here, next month, we can see a lot of warmthness just being brought in from the temperature anomaly here. 27 degrees above average, which is really quite high, especially for this time of the month. We're gonna see this just kind of move across to the U.S. Now you're probably asking yourself, why is this happening? Well, you can see here this really amplified upper jet stream is just pushing a lot of this air. So all this cold air is just the back half of that system that we're about to get, and all this warmness is just being pushed by the jet stream into the Atlantic here. And if we continue to look further through the day, through the month, we're going to see this absolutely giant ridge here all across the U.S. So all the warmth air from the Gulf here is being brought up, and there's nowhere for it to go, so it just kind of like lingers up here. And you can even see our tropical jet stream is kind of pushing some of the air up too, so even like around here, and it's just being pushed up here into New England and even parts of here. So that's why the Weather Prediction Center has issued that far out, for temperature outlook. And that other splurge of coldness is this jet stream, little very wide trough here, and it's being pushed some coldness down, and then you get your warmth. So we could see some rain showers there. It's not out of the question too, but it's definitely going to be a little eventful for at least that, if not up for here. But nothing too severe. But definitely, if you like this cold here, don't like it for too long, because it's immediately gonna get destroyed with this giant ridge here bring all this very warm temperatures here. You can see here like exactly where Weather Prediction Center issued their warning compared to the height here, which is just the warmer the temperature, higher the air rises. So that's basically what this is showing here. But really from that, we're just gonna see your occasional sprinkles, maybe a thunderstorm or two from those ridges. But just expect a pretty hot week coming up for the next 6 to 10 days here. And there's nothing really too much to be worried about in these coming weeks. But definitely tornado season's right around the corner, so make sure you do get yourself on the NOAA weather radios, and a reliable way to always listen to them and get warnings. It's always helps. Do not die. Remember to follow me on Twitter at andrewke8wsz for weather warnings all the time. I'm always on there. All right, adios, peeps.